All right. So, yeah, let's get started. So,
Awesome.
uh, we are happy to host. Uh, I'm not sure exactly. Do you want me to call you by your names, guys, or your aliases?
Yeah,
I don't
sure,
really
that's
know.
fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so we are happy to host Stephen and Mark from DigiBridge Marketing.
Yep.
Glad to have you guys here.
Glad to be here. Thank you for having us.
Cheers. This is our first voice AMA, so it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A little bit more freestyle, I think. We'll kind of touch on what you guys do, and then we can just get into some kind of, I guess, arbitrary topics.
Yep.
But yeah, so this is all about you guys. So please, give us a little introduction about you guys, your background, and how you kind of decided to start DigiBridge.
Sure. So I'm Mark Forschner, CEO of DigiBridge. I am currently 21 years old. I started this marketing agency in a way to promote crypto projects across multiple blockchains and platforms, and to really instill the trust within the space that's truly needed. It was a goal of mine to really provide for these projects and really stick with them long term, and not only grow as a company but grow with the projects that we're working with as well. So yeah, we have a team so far around 4 to 7 people. We have around, oh, sorry about that, my dog's going crazy. We have around 7 people on our team, all enthusiasts, entrepreneurs, and experienced business professionals in the field. And yeah, our goal is to really strategically and organically grow crypto projects alike, and to really help them, whether it be consulting services, SEO, PR, and more. And we ran into Anthony. Luckily, Stephen can kind of fill in and tune in on how he ran into you. But we were lucky to run into you and your team, and really grow a relationship since then. And we're really happy to kind of be working alongside with you guys and provide the services and really grow together. As this industry is really still in its infancy stage, we're really just excited to see where we can take this in the years to come. Yeah, so Steven, you can introduce yourself now.
So, hey everyone, my name's Steven. I'm 17 years old, and I've been working at DigiBridge for close to 6 months now. I think it's about 5, but during my time, I've assisted over 20 projects, and my motivation really stems from not only my dream of being a marketer, but my dream of seeing results through hard work. I really like working hard for these projects and really seeing true results, as well as instilling, like Mark said, trust and transparency into these projects, as I feel it's really important in this space to do so, as there's a lot of scams and a lot of people really just money hungry in this marketing world, and you really have to find the people who truly want the best for you and your project. And that's what I feel like here at DigiBridge we specialize in. We really have a goal of making sure each and every single customer is satisfied and has a remarkable experience.
I love it. I love it. And you guys speak about trust and transparency, and as you guys know, sometimes there are some less than stellar figures, especially in the crypto marketing space. So,
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, tell me a little bit about how you guys go about kind of creating or delivering that trust and that transparency with the projects that you work with.
Sure. So I felt like working with a lot of influencers. So a little bit more about kind of how I got started with crypto. Before I really got into crypto, I was working 4 jobs on top of my college work. So I was doing a lot of stuff on the side. And luckily, I mean, COVID happened, and well, it was unlucky that happened, but luckily it brought me into this atmosphere of being within the crypto industry. I got laid off from my job due to COVID, and I decided to, use my unemployment money to really, dive into crypto. And I built a lot of connections and a network of people over the time, and expanded my knowledge in this field. And since I was 11, I've always been marketing's always been a part of my life, and it's been something that I've truly just held on to. And I originally went to school to become a doctor, but this fell into my lap, and I'm grateful it did because it's something that's always been sticking with me. And I noticed that a lot of influencers in this space, not a lot, but a majority, it's kind of hard to really get that connection with them, including when you're trying to promote your projects and stuff. And in terms of the trust and transparency, we're completely honest with everything that we've been doing. And again, I make sure that I like to see the face behind the name. I mean, it's so easy to just hide behind, a username and not really see that person. And I make sure that, we really just show who we truly are and express everything and our goals and everything like that, including with our influencers. It's really hard to connect with the influencers on a certain level, especially with all the work that they're getting with all these projects and how fast this space moves. And I love to really connect our influencers and other social media platforms with the projects and really bring that added value and product market fit to said influencers. So yeah, it's been a great experience so far and a great learning experience. Again, this is my first ever company that I've ever started, and I've learned a lot so far, and I've loved every moment of it. And I still wanted to see how hard I can really push all this and see all the connections that we can make. But yeah, it's been a great ride so far, and I'm really happy that I was able to run into you, Anthony. Steven kind of helped us along the road to kind of build this relationship together. So yeah. I just want to thank you for all the mentorship and everything that you've been providing so far.
Cheers. And I mean, you guys have been doing a great job. I mean, you guys are still early in your journey, but having covered 20 projects already, or probably more that you're working on now. I mean, that's no simple feat with the short timeline that you guys have been working on, but clearly you guys have been taking advantage of, well, what has been the the recent bull market. You guys have been doing quite well for yourself. But you also obviously you have a bunch of accounts, and I'm pretty sure that I know why. But I actually want I want to know what your experience has been actually reaching out to projects when you got started, trying to get your first project even. How was that process? And what did it take to really start to get that rolling, that kind of snowball effect where you went from one project to 20? Was it difficult? How did that go?
So before I started this company, I like I said again, February of last year is when I got introduced to crypto, and I built some connections, and I was in a lot of coins at the time, and I ran into a Telegram group named Unigems, and one of the owner of that group onboarded me onto their sales team. And it was the first time I was really introduced to this atmosphere of, I never even knew there was a sales part of, being in a Telegram group or anything, but I got invited to their sales group, and my main goal was to really reach out to these clients and projects, and pretty much in a cold call, and really just see how I can go and kind of obtain that lead and everything like that. So I built a lot of knowledge and experience from that. I also luckily got invited to another sales group for another Telegram group, and through them, I was able to build even more experience. I remember I first got invited to it, and I saw all these people in my sales group just making so many leads and everything, and really providing value, and I didn't know how to do that. I went up to one of the main sales people on the team, and he was getting a lot of leads every week, and I asked him, how are you doing this? Like, what can you give me that secret sauce? I really need to know. And he kind of laid everything out for me, and really fleshed everything out in a way for me to kind of work in a proper manner. So I took his advice, and I went from being the lowest salesperson on the team to one of the highest on the team. And he actually a month or two later came to me and said, "Yo, how are you doing this? I need help from you now." And I realized, I'm a very people person. I love talking to people, and I'm very, extroverted. And I wasn't like that back in high school. Even in college, it was kind of hard for me to kind of break out of that shell. But I took the time to really just find myself and realize a lot of bigger things in life. And yeah, it helped me kind of grow out to where now I am, building relationships, and that's what it all really comes to is building relationships and friendships. I don't really see the people and the projects I work with as clients. I see them as actual friends, and that's the biggest thing, is just building friendships and relationships with these people is key. And that's what the biggest takeaway I came from this is just really that relationship building. And ever since then, that's how we kind of expanded from really getting that first client or that first project to now we have over 20 plus just now working with us. And it's because we all built that relationship around them, and we really just are planning on growing with them and just working with them as long as we can, because we really not only value their time and their energy, but just their confidence and everything else. And we just love the commitment that they have to this space. And it's crazy. I mean, you see these today I went on a call. It was an hour-long phone call, and you see these tokens launch. It's really hard to run a token. People don't really understand. It's really hard to just launch something. You grow a lot of gray hairs. I mean, I'm 21. I feel like I'm already going bald because of this crypto space. It moves really fast. So yeah, there's just a lot of work and time and money and everything that really goes into these projects. And I feel like some of the community members don't realize this in the forefront. And that's where I realize, I would love to just be friends with these people and really just build connections and relationships with these people in the long run, because at the end of the day, we're all trying to strive for the same thing and the same goal of just, growing together. And that's the biggest thing I took away from this. And that's kind of how we got started. Yeah, so that's basically everything from that.
Cool. Very cool. And I mean, relationships, and I think even more in your case, at least at the beginning, mentorship as well, kind of, yeah. And it's interesting how, that mentorship turned into, your mentor turned into your mentee at a certain point with certain things. And it's unbelievable how, you have to value every person. Sometimes people are just starting their careers, or they're just starting to find their skill set, or what they're good at. And a lot of times they really kind of carve their space, especially within a company. And that's why you have to appreciate every single person that you work with, because you really never know who might be teaching you something someday.
Exactly.
And yeah, I love that you care about building relationships with projects. That's something that doesn't always exist here in the blockchain space, in the crypto space. And it is definitely, that's why it's been a pleasure working with you guys and chatting with you guys, and just being real for a little bit, behind the aliases, behind all that stuff. Exactly. There are real people. But speaking of relationships, I mean, you guys are brothers. Yep. I actually recently have had kind of the pleasure or the luxury of being able to work with my brother on one of my projects, and I just want to know both of your thoughts, or how it's been, how you guys feel, being able to work with your brother. What does that mean to you guys?
Yeah. So I mean, for me, Steven is someone that I truly love my family to death. I'm a very family person, and I know that at the end of the day, when Steven gets older and everything, like, these are all going to be skills for him to learn, just in the business field. I mean, no matter what, you can't really run away from business. It's always going to be around you, and it's exactly why I brought my brother on board, was to really build his skill set for the future, and really just help him achieve the goals and dreams that he always wanted. And I also just help everyone else on board just scale up, and it's been awesome, just me and him just working together and really just bouncing off ideas, and just really, I mean, it's easy because I just have to go next door and he's right there, and so it's been awesome. And yeah, Steven, you can chime in. I'm not sure. I want to just hear your thoughts and everything too.
Yeah, so it's been amazing working with my brother. It's like I still see him as a boss, and I still see him as a brother. It's like he basically is there for me as a mentor through any hardships I do have. Meaning when I just started, I actually met Anthony when I just started. I was looking through. I really love the technology behind crypto. I've been involved with crypto for about a year now, and when I saw VAIOT, I really loved the technology behind it and all the credentials they had and everything. And I saw the marketing manager was Anthony, so I texted him and ended up we formed a genuine connection and started becoming friends. And ever since then, my brother has been a mentor to me, as Anthony has been a mentor to me, as I've met a lot of I've been networking a lot, and through my networking I've been getting taught a lot of stuff that I would have never learned before, and it's really helped me expand and scale up, like Mark said, to this point that we're at. And it's crazy. I mean, if I started 5 months ago, when I started 5 months ago, I wouldn't have never thought that I would be here. And it's all really because I have my brother, who's anytime I ever need a question, anytime I ever need an answer, just anytime I ever need anything, he's there to help me and do more. He's always giving extra, and that's why I really like working with him. Is he's always putting in that hard work, and it's proven. I mean, throughout this time we've had this business, I mean, we've scaled up so much, and we still have a long ways to go, but I'm very excited to see where it's going to take us.
Yeah. I mean that's fantastic. I mean, just you guys having the opportunity to work so closely with family. I'm sure a lot of people would love to have that opportunity, especially with these conditions. I think everybody has started to value and appreciate their family members a little bit more. So congratulations to you guys for doing it the right way, and actually being able to have a functional working relationship with a family member, which isn't always easy, especially big brother, little brother. It's how it is. It's an interesting type of relationship. You guys clearly you're young, but clearly you guys have great direction. You have a great plan. I'm just wondering, where did you guys get this work ethic from? How did you guys have you guys always been just hard workers like this? What motivates you guys to keep going every day and grinding? Because it's funny, Stephen, you mentioned that you messaged me pretty early on. I mean, I get like 100 messages from scammers every day, and at a certain point I'm done with it, right? I don't even respond sometimes, and for some reason I just saw I saw your message and I was like, interesting, and you were always persistent, you were always kind of consistent, and you were always quick to respond, as if you guys don't even sleep, actually kind of working with both of you. So where does that work ethic, where does that drive come from?
So motivation, right? Since I was 11, I was always, interested in, money, obviously, and building my own business. Since I was a kid, I always I didn't really want to work for anyone else. I wanted to work for myself. That was my biggest motivator. But as time went on, obviously, a lot of things fell into place. And like I said again, COVID, though all this happened, the pandemic and everything, it really allowed me as a person to really see where I wanted to go with my life, my goals, and also spend a lot of time with my family. Beforehand, 2 years prior, my mom had cancer, and thank God she beat it. She had thyroid cancer. We've had a lot of family struggles in our life, and that was one of the main motivators, seeing, hardships with us through family, with money and everything, and just all that stuff. I mean, my dad owned his own business when he was younger, and it did very well. And that's also, I guess, a part of the genes that I have in me is kind of that same work ethic that he has, which I'm so happy, he's a part of our life. And I mean, right now, my dad is suffering from stage 4 esophageal cancer, and everything that we've been doing so far is for our family. I think that's the biggest motivation for me is really just putting a smile on not only my family's face and my face, but just everyone involved, even the people that we work with. At the end of the day, it's just making people happy. It's at a time when there's a pandemic and people feel down, everything. It's hard to kind of grasp oneself, and really, a lot of things can happen, a lot of stresses can happen in life, and at the end of the day, I think the biggest motivation for me, work ethic wise, and starting this company is to really put a smile on that person's face, and really just make an impact on their life. The way that my family has done to me, and my dad has done to me as well. Every day I strive to, we all strive to really just, perform at our peak, and really just give it our all, because, life is too short. And, that's what it made me realize, this whole pandemic is just, life is too short. And, going for your goals and really just achieving what you want is anyone can do it. Age doesn't matter. I mean, you can see my brother Steven, he's 17, and he's working for me, and all that stuff. And I'm 21. I'm running my own company. Age really doesn't matter. It's really that motivation and strive, and anyone can do it. And that's the biggest thing that I took away from this whole I guess ordeal with everything going on.
I love it, guys. And clearly you guys have a great family structure, great background. You guys were obviously, I'm an old man, so I'm gonna say you guys were raised well. You guys are clearly, you're
Luckily, I was dropped in my head a few times, but
that's okay. Me too. Everybody in here has been, that's it's clear when you see our chat. But clearly, you guys have great heads on your shoulders, and you guys are going in the right direction. And I think most importantly, something to really admire in this space is just you are genuine guys. You're well intentioned. And you really want to, deliver something good to everybody that you work with, create that strong relationship, and keep that positive energy, which I think in this space is tough.
Exactly.
Just hearing about your background and everything, you guys are so humble. You guys are always friendly. You never are entitled. You always make time. Whenever I've reached out, you guys have always made time. And that really does say something. So anybody who is listening that needs marketing, that wants to work with somebody that really will give you the time of day, that will respect your needs and just respect you on a human level, these are the guys that you want to work with. So it's been an honor to work with you guys so far. And now that we have this partnership, we have a lot more work to do, obviously.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you guys for joining us on this. And do you guys actually have any socials to plug, website, etc.? Any final notes before we wrap it up?
Yeah, sure. So you can find us at digibridgemarketing.com. You can see all of our list of services. You can fill out the contact form at the bottom of the page if you are interested in any services that we provide. And that's about it. You can also find me on LinkedIn, Mark Forschner. On the team page of the website, you can find all of our socials. And if you want to connect through that, that's probably the easiest way. Also on Telegram, you can reach us. My username is @gem_bebop. You can go and contact me there, and you can reach out to me for anything you guys need.
Great.
Yep. Same here. My Telegram username is Bradley_Martin77, and then I have my 2 other accounts. But yeah, pretty close.
Yeah.
It's only 2 more accounts. Are you sure?
Hey, don't let me make a 3rd. So
there's only so many phone numbers you can have.
There you go. Okay, gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We will plug those details also in the description of wherever we post this. I'm sure that we'll post it on YouTube. I'm not sure if we'll post it on any other platforms, but all of the info for DigiBridge will be in the description. So thank you guys for joining us. We'll wrap it up here. And I guess see you guys in the chat.
Yeah, have a nice day. I appreciate being here. Thank you so much.
Nice,
Thank you.
All right, bye.